Welcome back to Coin Sense and Nonsense. Today, we've got 20 more bars to share. So took a little break, and we're back with lots of USSC. Bob, Silver, Victor, and anyone else who loves USSC. First up, we've got this nasty toned one, Capricorn. This is part of the Zodiac set, I guess. And standard reverse, very nice toning on the corners. I don't think I'll be dipping this one. So Capricorn, you'd think this would have been the first one listed in the book. It is on the first page, however, but it's the second bar listed. For some reason, we've got September coming before January, But anyway, 1973, 2000 minted, and rarity valued $30. And so that's the same for all the different Zodiac bars. I believe that's my third of the Zodiac set. And happy to have it. Next up, we've got a cool American Eagle. And this is part of the Montana Bullion Club series. And very, very nice. This is a very clean bar. Doesn't need any dipski, I don't think. Minimal impact there. So let's check the book. Here we are. Struck for Montana Bullion. And it's actually the first one listed. Hard to see with the crummy pick, but 89, and American Eagle 2500 minted, and a $20 rarity value. Get that one put away. Next up is World Trade Commerce, or World Trade and Commerce, 31.1 grams, 480 grains. And this is the 1974 edition with the small stars. I don't have the 73 out, but you can see there is a difference in the size of the stars there. They got shrinkage here on these. So happy to finally have this one. I do have the 73, like I mentioned, but it's put away. Regular issues and customer specials section, and here's our candidate. And there is an American Pacific Mint version as well, but the reverse is different on that one. So we got World Trade and Commerce with the smaller stars, 1974. Rarity 4 only, which is like $15 to $20 over spot, according to the book. And I say according to the book was published or edited, I think, in 2007, and may not reflect reality there. So I don't think you could really get like $15 over spot for something like this, but still pretty darn cool. Next up, we got Captain William Kidd. 17th century to 1973, and this one has some very cool imagery there, so I'm guessing that's the captain, and someone's digging away there. Almost looks like Santa, but probably gonna bury some treasure. And we got a ship in the distance, so very cool design on this one. So here we go. Is that Santa? Captain Kidd USSC 150, and Captain Kidd 5100 minted, and rarity 4. Get that one put away. Happy to have the captain. I think this one was courtesy of Victor. We did a little trading action there, so very, very happy with this one. Next up is one of my favorites. This is Maury Wills, and he was a Dodgers great. And 1959 to 1972, 586 stolen bases. Wow. So he was known as baseball's greatest thief, and very happy to have this. So this is part of the Superstar Signature series. Say that 3 times fast. And so there are 4 bars in this set or series. I have 3 now. I just need Glenn Campbell. So there's Sammy Davis and also Elizabeth Taylor. So very cool little mini set. That's what I love about USSC. They have so many cool subsets. And closer so we can see the number 30 for Maury Wills. Here's Maury. Oh, not Maury Povich, though. So 184, where are we? Maury Wills, 1,200 only, and $25 rarity value. That's awesome. Maury put away. Next up, we've got a cool Halloween bar. Shout out to World Money Wins. And this is a neat one. Trick or Treat, Halloween 1974. We got some cool costumes there in the background. And pumpkin heads or something there. I don't know. So it looks like a full moon. And they're ready to trick or treat. We got a skeleton and some pumpkin heads, and I don't know what the heck kind of outfit that's supposed to be. Is that a pirate or a colonial figure or someone with a bad mustache, bandana? Who knows? Looks like he's carrying a suitcase with some fruit boots. USSC 211. It's a 211 in progress. So, too much Adam 12 as a kid. So 1974, 4,300 minted, but a $30 rarity value. So that's what sometimes doesn't make sense when they have a higher mintage number and still a high rarity value. I guess it's because it crosses over. It's not just the silver bar nerds like us that are into it. Other people that just like Halloween probably have these in a drawer somewhere and don't even know it. Get that one put away. It's in pretty decent shape. Also not needing a dipski. Haven't had any really good squishes, but more snappy. Next up, we've got another holiday bar. This time it's Easter. Here comes Peter Cottontail hopping down the bunny trail. Actually, looks like he's just looking for chocolates in the eggs or something. So, and is that a mushroom back there? What is going on here? So, interesting bar. I don't know what this line is. I think it's a damage or an imperfection or something there. Yeah, seems to be all the way through. Whatever happened. So, that's not cool, but here we have it. And in close on Peter Cottontail. And yeah, I think it might be a die crack. Don't know, that seemed weird. We have Easter and USSC 214 with no line on it, darn it. So 214, Happy Easter, 5,100 minted and a rarity 3. And so that drops it down a level that's like $10 to $15 over spot. Again, according to the book that was published almost 2 decades ago. Don't get any ideas, Mr. LCS. Next up in the holiday bars is the Silent Majority. And this is for Memorial Day, 1974. And very powerful and solemn imagery there with the crosses. And imagine he's playing taps. Don't know that for sure, but very nice bar. What's interesting, though, it's got kind of flat edges. I mean, it has a slight ridge, but very sharp. You could almost shave with that one. So, yeah, it was hard to get out of the sleeve. It's very, yeah, definitely not a smooth edge. Get that one put away. Man, that was a dud. Silent Majority in the book, 216. And Memorial Memorial Day 74, 4300 minted, and rarity 3. Next up is another holiday bar and our first double of the day, Abner. So this is Father's Day or His Day, and love this one. So the other one I have is super toned up, and I want to probably keep both. And almost looks like Pete Rose. I don't know. So he's got Hungry Man dinner or some kind of Swanson TV dinner going, I think. And looks like he's arguing with the TV. So I don't know if it's Jeopardy or what. But very cool bar. We got TV dinner detail here. Or maybe not such great detail, but love it. Super dark image in the book, 221, and Father's Day 74, 4200 minted, and rarity 3. That one put away. Yeah, no, I don't think I need to dip, even though it's got a fingerprint. We'll let it go. Next up is our final USSC proper bar. And this one is for Thanksgiving, 1974. Thanksgiving shouldn't end here. And I guess that's like the supposed meal between the Pilgrims and the Indians. And I don't know if that's kind of been debunked or what, but got some cool characters here. Looks like we're ready for YMCA to bust out at any moment. But love this bar and happy to finally have it. Diving in closer to see what's doing on the table, who's got their elbows on the table. And yeah, this is cool. Here we are, USSC 219. Thanksgiving shouldn't end here. And 4900 minted and rarity 4. Get that one put away. Also not needing a dip. Well, that might have been the last of the USSC proper. We've got Death Valley Mint, the Democratic Party. And this one is cool, 1976. And we got the old donkey there. So happy to have this one here, Death Valley Mint, and 1,000 total minted. So I think this one could probably benefit from a dipper. So when we bust out the next batch, oh man, this one might be part of the dip. Death Valley USSC 272. So even though it's Death Valley, they still use the USSC numbering. And 1,000 minted and a 2250 rarity value. Next up, we're out of the USSC and the relatives, and we're into Madison Mint. And the last bar that I needed for the transportation set or series. This is the Stutz Bearcat. And this, like I say, is the final one I needed. And very happy to have it. Seems to be in halfway decent shape. Might want to do a little dipper to clean it up, but let's check the book. Here is the so-called transportation set and the Stutz. So the Stutz Bearcat, and I have this middle one here, the Type 1 reverse, but they're all rarity 3, doesn't matter. Get that one put away. The on fire guy isn't so on fire with these capsules. I don't think it's me or the bars. Come on now. How dare you. Next up is another from Madison Mint. This one is Christmas 89. And if you've been seeing anything over here, you could tell there's some other Christmas 89 bars, but this one is Madison Mint, like I mentioned, and got some spots. And I don't know that those will clean up. Looks like someone brushed their teeth nearby or something. I don't know, but I have a sneaking suspicion that those are not going to just dip away, but we will give it a try. Madison 316. We're at the end of the road here in this book. Christmas 1989 and a $15 rarity value. So yeah, that is the last page of Madison. Get that into a capsule. This one also in pretty decent condition. But anyway, yeah, spots might be problematic on the dipski, but we will see. Don't eat the holly. You might get poisoned and fall from the sky. Next up, we've got another portrait holiday-ish bar. Well, definitely holiday bar. Happy New Year. Look at Junior there. Cover your ass, man. So this is awesome from Silver Creations, 1973 limited edition, and Long Island Coin Center. And having grown up on Long Island, this one kind of tugs at the heartstrings. So happy to have this one. So there's the spiel on Silver Creations and their sponsorships, and that's a awesome one. The Secretariat, that's probably the most famous of the Silver Creations bars, but that one's no slouch either. But anyway, here's our candidate for today. Struck for Long Island Coin Center, as I mentioned, Silver Creations 4, and Happy New Year. And 2000 minted and a $20 rarity value. So this one is a bit high relief, if you can appreciate it. Don't know, but we'll give it a try here and see if it can fit without some damage happening. Not bad. Next up, we've got one from the Justice Mint, the Justice Department. So there's a series of dog bars, and this is the collie, obviously. Got some discoloration there, kind of milk's body. So this one might be a candidate for a dipper-do. And let's check the... Oh, yes, it is. Definitely going to be in the next batch. Spirit of 76. So the Justice Mint, I do like their logo as well. And these are somewhat high relief. I've had trouble fitting into capsules. Let's see what happens. Give it a try here, but no way. Doesn't even come close. So this is a Whitman album bar, and I think that's where the rest of these were. I would have to double check, but yeah, this one high relief ish, and not gonna fit in the capsule, but needs a dip. And here's the dog series, and we've got the collie, which kind of leads off the pack here. So 5,000 minted and a rarity 4, and I can tell you these don't come up very often, so I would say they're probably a little bit higher than that. Well, normally I'd probably want to show any foreign shit at the end, but we're gonna save the Noel bars till the very end, and we'll show you some Swiss bars, and we're not doing any yodeling this time out. So probably could use, I don't know if that would clean up or not. We may give it a shot, but we got serial number, and then this is First National Bank of Chicago. So made in Switzerland, and it's part of a set of different famous buildings and fountains and features and landmarks and whatnot. just to show you the entry in the book with the different reverse styles, but our candidates are on the other page. Here we go. Buckingham Fountain, Swiss 4. And Buckingham Fountain, 5,000 minted, rarity 4. Probably higher than that. So I have a feeling these aren't going to fit into capsules very well. They're kind of different shaped, thicker than they are wide and long compared to other bars. Oy. So, yeah, we've got minimal contact there, but it'll do. Continuing on with the Swiss bars, we've got Ann Arbor, Michigan, sesquicentennial, and 1824 to 1974. So what's that, 150 years? I don't know. So 4156, and then we've got University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. Yo, it is 150. I'm good at math, you know, I'm a whiz. So, made in Switzerland, even though it's from Michigan, which is kind of interesting, and definitely frosty again, scratched up. I don't think a dip is going to help this, so let's check the book. We're Swiss 16, and there's our reverse, and pay attention to the orientation there. So Swiss 16, there is a variety, and there's an inverted reverse, but they're both worth the same. And I believe mine is inverted because get that into a capsule, or attempt to. Yeah, not bad. And we got the Sears Tower, and 2614 serial number. This one has very, very nice deep mirror fields and nice cameo frosting. So, love it. First National Bank, and this actually is cleaner than the other ones I have too. So, let's check the book. Sears Tower is Swiss 19, and there we are. 5,000 minted, rarity 4. Good luck with that. Maybe we'll get as lucky here as the others. Definitely no. That'll work. Right, been saving these for dessert, and so this is from the Mint, and this is an enameled bar. I know, a lot of people don't get into the enameled bars, but this one I would say is still on the cusp of vintage, 1989. Very nice condition. I'm hesitant to take it out of the flip. This is the Mint, bar 58, and the Mint enameled 74, Noel 83 only, and a $50 rarity value. So can you believe there's only 83 of these in total? That is incredible. So very proud and happy to have this one. And I also have the non-enameled version, and these are also somewhat limited, and no serial number on these. As you might have seen during the previous book lookup, we got the non-enameled, only 500 minted, and a $20 rarity value. So we get that one into a capsule if we can. A little bit tight. Finally, a little something. So currently out of guardhouse box space to do this correctly. Actually, I do have room in the USSC to put those, but the video is long enough. Thank you so much for watching Coincidence and Nonsense. And until next time, bye. Bye. I think we got to go in. Almost looks like Santa Claus. We got to check this out. Bad time for a fucked up voice. We're starting over. Next up, we've got something for World Money Wins. Well, not for him, but he might appreciate this, being a lover of Halloween bars. Marching on with more holiday bars. What happened to the lighting here? Something's fucked up. All right, let's keep the Madison mints going here. And this one has been upside down. That is nice. Douche. Next up is the final of the horizontal. Well, actually, maybe not. I shouldn't say that. Dick. Next. Oh.